Three, two, one. Hello, I'm Micaiah. Welcome back to Slay the Spire. Since I would love to see more videos on patch notes, because I don't know, I'm always like, hey, can't wait for the next Rhapsody video to see if he talks about the patch notes. I figured I might as well do it. So we've talked about Character 3's now in beta. We've been playing with the Defect. We released 5 videos. Yeah, I'm crazy. Quick channel update. I'm kind of posting videos. Just posted a Hearthstone video. I don't think I'll be playing Hearthstone again. Long the short. So anyways, let's see. I guess we're working from the bottom up. So just after they released it, this is kind of really cool that they're actually quite, for 2 people, I'm quite impressed of how much they're working with the game. Did we actually get the... We adjusted the sounds, but they were not... it's like, I don't know, it's like at 5, I had it like 10%, it's still like overpowering, especially some of the game sounds. Anyway, sorry about that, quick house cleaning. So we're looking at some of these patch notes. I guess we'll go from the bottom up, because that's kind of how I've been reading this, but so we got I'll skip a lot of localization. It's a lot of hard work, and I really appreciate their effort, because I've worked with a lot of apps, my own personal apps that it takes, and they've got like dozens of languages here, so it's like really amazing. So anyways, got this Field No Plane card nerfed. Its upgrade is now 1 rather than 2. I know that's a really awesome card that a lot of people enjoy, so I probably am not really qualified to talk about some of these changes, but I don't know, I just thought it would be fun. So Fish issue Seek can cause a soft lock. Ew. If you have a 2-card drop, soft lock means that the computer will lock up, so that's really bad. So I'm glad they're fixing that. Yeah, and so they've got a lot of these a lot of arts coming in. So we'll take a look at. I don't have all the cards, but we'll take a look at some of these. So we have White Noise and Force Field. It's really cool that they're bringing in a lot of artwork. I'm not sure what they're doing there, but it seems like they do have a lot of beta artwork we've seen throughout the videos, and then so now it's nice that I'm not sure what they're I was wondering, I'm not sure what their qualifications for, like whether or not something's beta artwork or early artwork or whatever, but I think it's cool. So hopefully we'll probably see as this goes on into open into the live game. They'll hopefully clean up all the art. So then we've got a bunch of VFX. These are visual effects. That's what it stands for. But orb triggers faster the more capacity you now have. So it's kind of a balance between this fast mode, which is for runners, speed runners, and then versus kind of having overall. So that's kind of cool. At some point, it would be nice if we talked about the orbs would actually do much more, interactive stuff. So it kind of gives you. This is kind of an interesting change for me. Gash is renamed to Claw. Gash is one of those new, like Gash and Streamline. Kind of these new cards you play. They buff them. Well, I guess they don't buff themselves. That's one of the things I was problem with Streamline. But so we got this Melter card buff. It's damage 6 to 8, and then Melter Plus is 9 to 11. It's the one where it removes all their armor. Hello World is now uncommon. I don't know if that's good or bad. I guess it's actually kind of it means that common card we are losing doesn't trigger this card. I've seen quite a few changes like that where right here, like Creative IA cannot generate self-repair. Yeah, so energy can hard cap at 9.99. I thought that was funny because there's a energy doubler. So it's like I can imagine that would easily go insane, because if you double from 18 or whatever, and then you can go insane if you get a relatively small deck. Echoform card nerf ethereal. I think that I think it adds ethereal, which means like if you don't play the card, it goes away, and then the upgrade removes the ethereal but retains its 3 costs. So I'm not sure about this upgrade double energy. We'll have to look at this. It just says upgrades differently, so it's interesting. Doom and Gloom, this is where you do a bunch of damage, and then you do a Dark Orb, which I think is really cool because I love Dark Orbs. It doesn't mention anything about Dark Orbs, but it seems like a damage buff, which is interesting. Darkness card, slight rework. I should look at that because I think that's the one that actually does the darkness. Here's that creative AI. Rhapsody skipped at him. Like, man, people are saying it's OP. Wonder if that's one of the reasons. Creative AI like creates cards, and then it can't do the self repair anymore. So that probably just means, because that would probably. I was thinking it doesn't seem like a horrible idea, but I guess maybe I'm not sure. I'll have to look. But it's like there's always a problem with. I don't know if it's the problem, but there's a gameplay style where you can basically use bites or use a lot of repair to heal yourself up in a fight. So maybe that was kind of one of the problems that Creative AI was creating way too many self repairs. But I don't know. It seems kind of same with like this Hello World. It's like, oh, you know what, that would be the thing. Like Hello World could summon itself, which could summon itself, which could summon itself. So it's kind of one of those. That's understands why Hello World kind of had that change, but I mean, it's a pretty cool card. This summons a common card, which is, so now it could summon Hello World. I'm not sure if Self Repair is a common card, but that I haven't seen it yet, so maybe it is. Then we got Conserve Battery card buff, +2 block. Conserve Battery 8 to 12. I'm not sure what that does. It's not Frost. Is the 2 block. This must be. Oh yeah, here's Blaster card nerf, cost 2 to 3. I think it's, they saw Rhapsody doing like 300 damage with Blaster and like, no. So yeah, it kind of makes a little bit of sense that it kind of caught a lot more cost. This is one that also I never liked Allocate, but there's another card I've been using called, well, I don't know, to my detriment, but I mean, it's like Allocate and Bios are kind of, I'm not sure why they, so deprecated means that they removed it, I'm assuming. And Allocate was the 1 focus, -1 strength, -1 dex, which is kind of like it's kind of comes with its own, balance mechanic, where it's like the more you use it, the less strength you get. It's like eventually, I think you're, well, I'm not sure if I guess you're increasing your focus on your block orb. So Rhapsody was using it to get like, +30 block. But I mean, that's the problem. It's like you need the +30 block, or you're gonna get hit by those 30. Even at that +30 block, he was dying. Blue card Scrape. I haven't seen this card yet. Yeah, we are having a really big discussion in Rhapsody's video about this Thunder Strike. So I posted these news. So the damage was affected was. So it says bug fix damage was affected by focus. I'm not sure if that means. It's kind of one of those things I was thinking about this. Is like focus. It would be cool if it affected stuff like Thunderstrike, because Thunderstrike uses all your summoned orbs. So he had like 7 summoned orbs. Lightning. So he's channeled 7 lightning orbs throughout the combat, and then Thunderstrike was saying it was going to do 9 times 7 because it does base of 7, and then it was because he had +2 focus. It was saying 9 by 7, but then when he cast it, it only did 7. And so I talked quite a bit about that in that video series. So it's like, so it's kind of cool that they removed Strike, but it's like I wonder if like this Thunder Strike should be restricted by strength. I was also talking about this strength and focus. It's like there's way too many different mechanics to mean the same thing, but focus is more towards the orbs, and so I can understand why this is sort of uses the orbs, but but uses the counts of the orbs. Anyways, Sunder should now work on half-dead enemies. I wonder if that means like the enemies, like the slimes, black slimes that are dead but not dead. Skull bar train positioned correctly on card if screen open. I'm not sure what that means. Oh yeah, here's another thing. Orichalcum, or I can spell it. I actually spelt this. I looked at it and then spelt it. But anyways, it now triggers even if frost orbs trigger. So this was Rhapsody was pointing this out, where it would trigger the Orichalcum. Or so it's triggering the frost orbs, which gain 2 block for every frost orb you have channeled. But then Orichalcum looked at it and said, hey, you have block, even though you didn't start with block, and it would trigger. So that's actually, I've been debating, like, how do they program that? I wonder if it's just like, this is the block you start with and not your current block. So that'd be interesting. Anyways, exhaust on the habit card was not capitalized, so that's kind of cool. It's a old card, you know, like one of these non-force field card was unaffected by powers, fruit, frail, and dexterity. It's actually interesting because, well, I guess they got rid of the minus dex, but the frail is also, you know, so forceful is like some kind of, it was helping more. Yeah, here's some localization fixes for the energy. Fix Nova cards, damage output, description being unaffected by weak, vulnerability, strength, etc. Blizzard card description fix. Blizzard is the one that uses the frost orbs to do damage. Fix saving system improvements to prevent save corruption. Add placeholder text. Yes, this is a lot of the new art. Blizzard, Doom and Gloom, Go for the Eye, Rebound, and Streamline. And then I was just like, and then I did the Hearthstone, and then it came back to this. So it says Streamline wording improvements. I looked at this. I guess I'm hoping they're not looking at mine. I read Streamline and Claw as like they buff each other, but they don't. It says its cards, so maybe they looked at my video. I don't know. It seems unrealistic, but a lot of people probably pointed this out, but maybe, or in their own testing. But so I'm not sure what. But see, to me, it doesn't say that there's a bug fix with Streamline yet, which I was using. I had two Streamlines. I used one, and used the second one. I believe I don't know. I should probably rewatch that section of the video, but then Streamline came back up again, and it still cost 2, even though it should have cost 1 less. But anyway, so added the missing starting damage on Ascension for Defect. So apparently they're on the Ascension for the Defect. More localization. Darkness no longer has a targeting UI. That might make. Oh well. Yeah. So maybe they fixed a bug. Maybe that's why Darkness card slight rework here. It had a targeting UI. I think this is the card I'm thinking about, because it adds weak, and you upgrade it to vulnerability, which I thought was really cool. Now it channels 2 Darkness Ords, which is, I don't know. That's actually makes the Darkness deck a lot easier, because you can summon 3 Darkness Ords and hit them every 6. Anyways, input settings, now focus when you click away. That's kind of nice, because focus really is like when you're clicking away, you're really focusing on something else. So missing win streak, updating for Defect, and then fix for Defect not correctly utilizing well-fed and stuffed score bonuses. Interesting. So their score was not adversely affected. So the card library, yeah, we're just in here looking. So yeah, there's should be some new AI in here. Like Go for the Eye. I think this is kind of new. I love the art style of this. It's like really, it's like pixelated sort of craziness. Yeah, here's Streamline. So this is the. So yeah, it doesn't lower its. Doesn't upgrade lower the cost. Does more damage. But so this is the upgrade Streamline. It does 20 damage, and then for 2, so it's one per damage. But then it reduces by 1 the cost for this combat. So eventually, if you use Streamline 3 times, upgraded version, you should be able to cast it for free. So this wasn't affected. So we'll have to play through and see what happens there. Yeah, it's funny. He called this the Thick Dick Daddy. Let's see. Oh yeah, here's the upgraded blaster, or nerfed blaster. So it's 3. So it's like, yeah. So it's oh, it's for each channeled orb. Wow. I was actually using that as well. It's actually pretty, because it's basically, it's like if it has 2, if you have 2 orbs, it pays for itself. Now it's like 3. Still, it's still pretty good. I think this is the one I was talking about. Like, this card might be Blizzard. It says deal damage equal to twice the frost channeled this combat. But when you channel Frost, it doesn't tell you how many Frost you've channeled. So it's like you have to. There's another card. Um, yeah, this one I believe was showing you, like, no, not this one, but another one was showing. Here's the new claw. It was the old gash. Oh yeah, here's darkness. Yeah, so they took away. Oh, that sucks. They took away the weak, and then they upgraded it. So they took away the weak. It was weak, so that's why it has the target. So that's why the slight rework was took away the weak, and probably the vulnerability, and then they realized that it still had a targeting UA, so they put out a hotfix to fix that. So now this upgrades to 2 darkness. To me, it's actually really cool. It was like nice, you know. I mean, I wish I would have gotten this upgraded too, where it's like you can apply, because that's the thing. Like you channel an orb, because so you're evoking your rightmost orb, so it's like it's going to do damage. So if you apply channel to a target, you can sort of target it weak and or vulnerability, and I thought that was really cool. This just makes it much easier to cycle through a bunch of orbs and then invoke darkness orbs, which is kind of cool. Yeah, this is defragmenting. It's one of those focus things. It's a power though, so it's like you could duplicate the power, I suppose, or get it quite often. But yeah, it sort of builds up your focus. Oh yeah, here's the doom and gloom. So this new artwork, I think, and also I think they changed. I don't remember what the other one was before, but it's actually pretty cool. It's sort of an expensive channel though, but it's nice that it's an AoE, so it's like I do kind of like these because a channel deck seems kind of cool where you can channel a bunch of orbs. Here's the double your energy I was talking about. Oh, and they exhausted it. Wow. I guess you'd have to play an exhaust deck or something to be able to get that back all the time. Oh yeah, here's a force field. So this one was the one cost 1 less for each power card played this combat, and then you can gain, yeah, so gain up to 16 blocks. So yeah, so one of the big things about the Defect is you can do a ton of powers. Yeah, here's the one. This is this should be. Is that uncommon now? I can't tell the difference. Is that a late blue versus a? Can't tell. Sorry, I'm blind. But so apparently this is now an uncommon card. See, that's what I was saying. So this is like would summon a common card, which I've seen it personally summon the Elo world. So it's kind of is this now an uncommon, but. Let's see. Definitely remember some other thing changes, but oh yeah, this is one of I saw this after when I was watching my let's play of this, and it's like I totally didn't realize like this is so OP. Like it adds a random to your power, you know, and that's the thing about it's like you would just get a ton of powers, you know, possibly that 2 focus one. Yeah, and then see, and then you could use like you know this and you know combo it. It's just crazy. Oh yeah, here's the one I was talking about. Like Rhapsody hasn't seen this yet, at least on video, and it's like this one's crazy, but it should sort of say like focus and then put BIOS or you know or something. But that's what happens is like when you run out of 5, when you're out of focus, so it goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Then it goes -1, and as far as it balances, I'm not sure whether you removed aggravate or allocate or whatever because I mean it balances itself. You know, like this one, you know, this was kind of more. I didn't realize that at start this is going to be quite bad. Oh yeah, I think they changed this. It looks like they buffed it to 3. Yeah, I believe it was 2. Yeah, and then you can remove the ethereal. That's kind of like the Necronomicon, but oh yeah, and it's a power. So there's a ton of powers. I was gonna say. I was wondering if it was. Oh, there's a lot of. Oh yeah, this card's insane. This is my favorite card right here. You can invoke a power orb for like 16 power. Yeah, I don't have a lot of these. So I don't have a lot of these other ones down here. Like I know this one is the Thunderstrike, I believe, which I can't see, but they fixed the. It no longer uses focus. I thought people were talking about like, oh, it's the upgraded. It's using the upgraded stats, but that doesn't make any sense because that's a much. You know, I'm not saying I was right. You know, I am saying I was right, but it's like that's like an entire game mechanic of upgrading cards that sort of seems like, you know, I could see why you could slip into that game logic that would like, oh, it's using the upgraded stats, but it seems like it was much more like using the focus. Maybe partly because he had 2 focus at the time. This is all based on a Rhapsody video he just posted. I think his second one where he died because he thought the Thunderstrike would actually do a ton more damage, but it said it was doing 9 damage when he pulled it out of his hand. Then it started to say it was doing 7. Anyway, so the problem was it was using the focus, and I thought that was more the case. It seemed like it could have been the upgrade stats. I'm glad they fixed that bug, because it's one of the really nice things about this is like these cards are really cool where they instantly upgrade the text. Anyway, so yeah, I've got quite a few more cards that I've locked. I haven't probably through the playing more of the. Oops. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. We're back. I think I've only played those like 5 games, and I'm not sure. Oh, actually, I want to check out the daily climb. Oh, darn. I'm kind of waiting for the daily that will include the silent with any class card, and see how they affect the you know, if like we've been debating about this, if you get a channel 1 lightning, does the channel UI come up, or do you have to actually get the capacity where you get plus it seems like they should I'm hoping that they'll have is you get channel 1, and as soon as you channel 1 you instantly get 3. I was thinking if we could see NL Misplace. I've been talking about him quite a bit. I don't know if he's played the new. I guess everybody's probably focusing on the class. That's really cool, so they probably won't. Yeah, I don't see him. Captain Pikmin! That was always such a fun Pikmin. Pikmin? I don't know, it's that old Nintendo game, I think. Yeah, I'm probably missing him, but... Oh, there we go! Oh, it's NL, but it's NL Misplays, but it's probably something different. Maybe, it could be. Maybe it's his beta's name. That's why I'm Mick Haven in the public game and Micaiah in the private game. I was actually debating about switching my channel over to the public name, because I have 2 Micaiah Stevens accounts right now. One's my programming channel, that I'm sort of doing game development. That's what I do for a living. This is partly why... Anyways, I'm not seeing him. It's probably in there somewhere, but yeah. Oh, I wanted to say... Yeah, so I have a couple more. Quite a few, actually. I wonder if that's score, but... Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. So, I don't know, probably... I'm not sure what the... Depending. Anyways, it's pretty much a long video already. I just want to talk about the patch notes. Hopefully we got through them for you. I don't know if I'll continue to do this, but it's always something really exciting for me to talk about these changes. Maybe I should start writing down some of the the cards, and so I maybe doing some homework, writing down the cards that are changing, so we can actually go through and look through the cards, and then unlocking the cards as well might be helpful. I don't know. I really enjoy the game. It's fun, really fun to watch Rhapsody. It's RHAPSODY. His channel's pretty cool. So shameless self plug of just a fan. I'm like into his 35th out of, or 25 out of 35 Into the Breach. So I don't know if I bought both the games based on his recommendations or his playthroughs, but they've been really. Into the Breach is another really cool game I should probably get some videos up for because it's really fun. But I play on easy, so yeah, who knows? And I've been really loving talking about his, talking, combos in his, and so I don't know, maybe I should get more, but this is kind of like something I just do for fun. I'm not trying to monetize or really trying to do anything. Not kind of set up a Patreon or anything crazy. I just trying to talk about games and anyway, so it's something I would have enjoyed. I know Rhapsody does talk about it. Probably in his very next video, he'll be like, "Hey, look, new patch notes! Oh, they fixed this," and I'll be right there with you watching it. So, thank you. This is Micaiah. I'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoy this. Yeah, so I'll just be posting these when I do them. I'll post them, and I missed a few comments before, but in the past. But hopefully I'll be. I don't know. I'm not sure how to keep up with that. Now I guess they're sending them through to my emails, which I don't check I only have one personal email. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoy these. Let me know anything, feedback. I'd be happy to hear it. Thanks very much, and I'll see you next time.